Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled in the mountains, there lived a young boy named Amir. Amir was known for his bright smile and kind nature, but deep inside, he carried a heavy burden. He couldn't stop thinking about the mistakes he had made in the past. Whether it was a failed test, a broken promise, or a harsh word he had spoken, Amir would replay these moments in his mind over and over again. It felt like a heavy stone was tied to his heart, dragging him down. Because of this, Amir struggled to enjoy the present. He found it hard to play with his friends, focus on his studies, or even help his family with their chores. His mind was always stuck in the past, and it made him feel tired and sad. One day, an elderly traveler passing through the village noticed Amir sitting alone under a tree, looking troubled. The traveler approached him and asked, "Why do you look so burdened, young one?" Amir hesitated, but then shared his problem. "I can't stop thinking about all the things I've done wrong. It feels like I'm carrying a heavy stone everywhere I go." The traveler nodded thoughtfully and said, "Come with me. I have something to show you." Curious, Amir followed the traveler to a nearby river. The traveler picked up a small stone from the ground and handed it to Amir. "Hold this stone tightly in your hand," the traveler instructed. Amir did as he was told, clutching the stone in his fist. "Now, raise your arm and keep it up," the traveler said. Amir raised his arm, holding the stone high. At first, it felt easy, but as minutes passed, his arm began to ache. After a while, it felt like his arm was on fire. "It's so heavy," Amir exclaimed. The traveler smiled gently. "And yet, the stone hasn't changed. It's the same weight as when you first picked it up. So why does it feel heavier now?" Amir thought for a moment. "Because I've been holding it for too long." "Exactly," the traveler said. "Just like this stone, the mistakes and regrets you carry in your mind don't change over time. But the longer you hold on to them, the heavier they feel. The pain isn't in the stone itself, it's in how long you choose to carry it." Amir's eyes widened as he understood the lesson. "So, what should I do?" The traveler pointed to the river. "Let the stone go, drop it into the water, and watch what happens." Amir opened his hand and let the stone fall into the river. It sank with a soft plop, and the ripples slowly spread across the water before disappearing. "The stone is gone," the traveler said, "and so is the weight you were carrying. The past is like that stone, Amir. You can't change it, but you can choose to let it go. Focus on the present, and you'll feel lighter." From that day on, whenever Amir found himself dwelling on his past mistakes, he remembered the stone and the river. He learned to let go of his regrets and focus on the here and now. Slowly, his heart felt lighter, and his smile returned brighter than ever. And so, Amir lived happily, carrying only the lessons of the past, not its weight.